Ahoy, Edenado. Sketched it in Figma, looking clean and tight. Auto layout, snapping everything just right. Click the import, watch the magic flow. From design to canvas, ready, set, go.
No more copy paste. Do one by tiny pane. Design kit bridges to the maker lane.
Props in a routine, switch on cue. Hit that button, hit the crowd, go. Woo!
Hi, I'm Sean, and I train people to become Power Platform Solutions Architects. If you're watching this, you know Power Platform, but be honest, when you're building a solution, are you using the best tools to solve the problem, or just the tools you know? If you love building powerful, scalable solutions that make your company money, let me share why our training is different. We've noticed that the best architects know a series of best practices and they apply them to every project. So we took all these best practices and put them into this course.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. Wonderful intro music. I still try to get my head around what the actual heck I have listening to, but it's okay. It's awesome. That's the M365 show. You basically never know what you are getting out of it. So I'm Fortu. That's the, I hope, most clarified thing here. I'm joined by my wonderful co-hosts today, Marcel and Isabel. Today we've got something special lined up for all of you building modern apps.
Yeah, and before we begin, a big shout out to our friend Sean Michigan. So I think he was guest in one of our shows, and it was a really great show. And so if you want to be an Power Platform architect, you must join one of his courses. Perfect guy, Isabel.
Yeah, and speaking of inspiration, our guest today, Lukas Pavelka, the creative force behind Design Kit plugin. If you wish to design responsive, scalable apps in Power Apps as smooth as working in Figma, this is for you, aka me. I'm one of those people. Lukas, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello everybody. So my name is Lukas, and I'm very long in IT, 18 years, and very familiar with the Power Apps, which I'm just playing with the Figma and Power Apps more than 4 years. And 3 years I started develop this plugin, which I hope so it's starting to be great for everybody.
That's awesome. I was able to try it a couple of
Awesome,
things.
awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great. So let's move on. Before we go into our deep dives today, a short information. We have two special raffles for you outside there. You see the links down below, just scrolling around. I think at some point Mirko will also put them in the chat, if not already done it. Mirko is, by the way, the guy in the background. I always forget to introduce him. Mostly of the time he is the invisible man, but he is still yet important. So 2 raffles. The one is for the design kit. You can win 3 premium editions of the design kit. And the other one, the other link, is for the ESPC 2025. And you can win there also a 3-day ticket. So the game is on, guys. Have fun. Good luck. Cool, great. Then let's move directly over. Lukas, give us the high-level overview. What is Design Kit actually, and how does it change the way makers approach Canvas apps?
Yeah, so may I just start showing?
Sure.
Okay, great. So I will share my screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So maybe at first, let me start from the history, because I started this plugin in 2023, and my plan and vision for this plugin was like only importing or exporting some YAML or JSON codes from Power Apps to Figma and the opposite way. But during the time, I just changed my mind, and I just thought that would be great to have really some extended application which can help you with the designs of your applications from Figma to a Power Apps. If nobody just knows about this Figma, the Figma is great tool for your designing, for your business cards, for templates of your web designs, mobile applications. So you can really do a great design. And honestly, Microsoft should improve their own design. So therefore, I decided to just make people much more easy and playing with their design. If you are not UX designer, if you are not expert of Figma, so my plugin is trying to just help you step by step to create interesting application for your Power Apps. So as you see, in the 2025, it's starting to be better for using this plugin, and you have some interesting features which can help you easily copy paste from Figma to Power Apps and vice versa. So this was my fault. So this is what is behind. This is like the architecture, how it is working. The plugin is, as I said, based on the Figma. The Figma can able to create some plugins, so you can be the developer of any plugins in Figma, some extensions. And behind this is typically Visual Studio, is TypeScript, React, everything is behind. And when you just put it together, install it to Figma or publish your plugin, then you can manage everything what you want related to designs. And then when you start this plugin, it's based on the Azure Functions of the Microsoft, where I can just checking your licenses if you are free or pro. And after that, then it's very easy. You can import your Power Apps, you can style your Power Apps, you can export it. So this is the main background of this plugin. And if I can just continue the list of the features, what I'm mentioning here is that you can easily, in the last version 4.1, easily check what is inside your screen, any controls, buttons, labels, drop downs. So it really very easy to visualize every controls in your screen. You can easily manipulate with your teams. So you can by one click recolor your background, recolor your text. So you can really easily to prototype your screens in Figma, prepare some properties, and you can easily via copy paste put to Power Apps. The same important can easily import your YAML files from Power Apps to Figma to just redesign it and put it back to your folder in Power Apps. And in the last version, I just put multi-language support. It's not only in English, it's in Czech, it's in Spanish language and Portuguese. So currently I'm just looking for if somebody will help me with the China, the language. So, and yeah, everything is based on the prefixes. So I will show you in a real demo how this working. And what's the next? So the next step for this plugin is like to make much more bigger project and much more functionality for you. I will have annotations makers. I will have some more prefixes, some property helper. So everything what you see in my demo, then you will understand what does it mean for this future. So, but this is the base overview of the plugin.
Yeah, I think this is a really cool idea. As I saw this, I think 1 year ago. Yeah, I think many of our viewers now think. So I saw something like generative pages, and so yeah, Microsoft has a solution like that. But I think interesting topic is this works with Canvas apps too, or regarding to Canvas apps, and at the moment there are no white coding solution for Canvas app like that. Yeah, and this is a really interesting point, I think. And the other topic is what do you think? Who are the best users for this app?
Yeah, so at the beginning, if you do not know much more about the Figma, then of course I'm trying to just get out of this knowledge about the Figma, just because normally the users should be like the Power Apps users, some developers, some designers, UX designers. I'm trying to combine everybody. My vision is to just connect between the Figma users, because currently is 3 million users are using the Figma. And what I saw, 26 million active users using Power Apps. So my vision is to just connect together. And at the end, will be great if Power Apps users do not know about the Figma. So through my plugin, I will help them to learn the Figma. And opposite way, of course.
Well, that's awesome. So let's move on to the back end. So when we pull up the curtains, walk us through the architecture of Design Kit 4.0 and show us what's under there.
Yeah, so in the backend, it's as I mentioned. So everything is based of the Azure Functions. So it means that when you start this plugin, automatically your Figma ID, because when you install the Figma, when you create your account, you will have Figma ID. So this is like the unique ID of who you are. So then when you just start, you can put it through the web browser, because Figma is based on the web browser, or you can install it on your laptop as an application. But everywhere in the background is still something like web browser. And when you just run this plugin, then automatically check through the Azure Functions that everything is fine. And the two versions, like this Pro version, will just run it. And that's all. So everything else is only the code in TypeScript React and nothing else. So you really do not need to pay for the Figma. It's you can have it for free, because in a free version you can have it 3 pages in every file in your Figma. So therefore, I'm trying to get only that you can have, of course, the Pro version of this plugin, but the rest is totally for free, and I'm trying to keep this strategy. Do not pay extra money for that one. So, and this is everything, and you do not need anything extra knows about the performance the same, only just checking the license, and the rest you can have million users at once use this plugin because it's totally separated. Now, no extra services there.
I think this is really cool. I noticed that you have features like in YAML importer, prototype viewer, and multi-language support. How do these pieces connect for a seamless workflow?
I'm sorry, what was the last sentence?
How do these pieces of tools will connect with each other? So this is my question.
Yeah, for the network, it's really easy because it's everything is put in this code. So it means that yeah, you need the Wi-Fi, you need some connection because then the whole Figma will not work. But then it's really it's not needed to have something extra. So therefore you will just only join this plugin, and after the checking the licenses, so it's very faster. So you really do not need some huge capacity of your disk or some crazy laptop. So it's nothing special for that one.
And by the way, how do you balance extensibility with performance given the fact that many developers will push this plugin hard?
Oh, well, maybe I don't know how to answer for it for that one because it's very hard question. But yeah, so I'm using the best practices for the React, so for everything like that one. So I guess nobody shared with me that they have some performance issues or anything else with checking this plugin. So
Then it's actually designed very well. That's the proof. So that's it. If you have no problems, then it's good by design, right? So
People who know Canvas
Otto
apps
answered my question.
I know the performance problems with it.
yeah, only
But
the
since he
issue
doesn't have
is
any
like
problems, everything is fine. So
yeah, only the issue is like the limitation, of course, of the Power Apps. So, and I have limitations.
Okay.
If Power Apps will change the backend, then I must apply new versions because they just change the name of the properties. They just put a new component, new control. So this is like limitation only for that one. So, but every time I'm I'm good for that.
Yeah, really cool. So regarding to your future, so I think in the past we talked a lot about really cool features like your screen designs, your screen handling, and so on. Where a lot of topics who knows what to build Canvas apps. But before we start with the existing topics, so which are the topics where you are working on?
Currently, I'm just currently working on this some extending some UI stuff for the power ups because there are still not everything collected in this plugin because power ups has a lot of functionality, a lot of controls and everything there. So in every version, I'm just moving forward these features, just properties. So, but then next version, when I will just show you the demo, you will understand what will be really awesome in the next version to have included. But still mainly, I'm just considering my power to export from Figma at the same UI as you design in Figma and have it in one click in Power Apps. This is very hard, but this I would like to have it totally perfect for everybody.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is something I was complaining when Microsoft put out that feature. So I'm really glad you're bridging the gap for that. So with all these new features, how do you prioritize which one to do first? Is it community driven or based on enterprise needs, or people can place a poll or which one they would like next?
Yeah, so if I can be open, so when Microsoft started these modern controls, I was a little bit angry because no properties there, nothing happened, only the core of the control without any corners, without any shadowing, without normal what just we are using mostly more than 10, 15 years. So therefore I was very angry, but I decided to help to just improve the people to put much more easily to get this model controls, because I'm completely creating own controls and own components, and to have much more easy to understand that would be a really awesome design in Microsoft.
Awesome. Guys, listener, dear listener, I'm talking to you, and especially to you. If you're enjoying this, like the stream and see all of our live events at stream.m365.show. Lukas, any plans to align deeper with Microsoft's own design to code vision?
Well, at the first, let me say just I'm creating Figma plugin, not to Microsoft. But as I mentioned, I'm trying to have it as the same as possible of what Microsoft is offering for the Power Apps. So I guess the Microsoft will extend this functionality, because currently you can have easily view code, copy code, export the code from the YAML. It's not needed to MSAPP. So it means that I'm staying close. I'm staying close to people who is designing and just preparing the code for the Power Apps, for the Canvas. So if something will be new and will be possible to extend, then of course I will apply it in my plugin.
Fantastic. Since we've just been blabber about this, let's show us how we can get started with design kits. I'm just excited to get my hands dirty and see how it works.
Okay, great. So I will start sharing again and go to plugin. Okay, so this is the Figma Studio installed in my laptop. So currently, just hide it. Yeah. So when you just install it or open in a figma.com, you can just open an online version. So here, if you create a new Figma file, so let me just create a new Figma file just to show you how it works. So currently you can just create a new Figma file. At the beginning, you will see some first page, and this layout is helping to design your style or your application. So, and on the bottom, you can see this icon, the actions, where you can run any plugin as you want. So this one is Power Apps for Figma plugin. And when you just open, you can see the check-in licensing, and that's all. Now it's the faster way. So then you have activated the all features in this plugin. And at the beginning, if you doesn't know how this works, you have help. And in help, you can see the prefixes, because the whole plugin is working on the prefixes. So for example, if I just show the classic controls, because I have a typical Power Apps classic, modern, and some my compose controls, then you will see what does it mean, the prefix, and what does it mean in Power Apps. So if I just use the audio as a prefix, then it means audio player in Power Apps. The same for the buttons, circles, some charts, 3D objects, and others. So this is what you can help you how to start with the prefixes. So if you are familiar with that one, then you can easily just go to editor and create a new screen. Still the same like in the Power Apps, you can create mobile or tablet layout and some pre-designed what Power Apps is offering, like blank, calendar, email. But the new one from the last version, which is really interesting, and I will show you, is responsible. This is not included in Power Apps. So this is only coded in this plugin. When you just select this responsive and just type, for example, start screen and submit it, then new screen will be generated with the prefix screen and the suffix res. The suffix res is saying that if you use it, then the containers, which is in Power Apps, will be responsive width or height. So this is like pre-prepared for your design to have it easily to responsive Canvas application. So yeah, the colors is still like the first version for that one, but in the theme, as you can see on the second icon, you can easily like check what is inside. As you see on the left side is containers. Horizontal means like vertical and horizontal containers, the same like in Power Apps. If you just put container, it means without any auto layouting. So and here, when you just select any object in a Figma with the prefix, then will be automatically loaded in this plugin, and you can easily like change the colors. You can easily change the objects for the another one. So and let me start just click like reset to the white. So everything will be restyled with the white color, but everything will stay. And now what is another step is I can create a new control order icon, but for this demo, I've already prepared something, so I will be much more faster. So I will just show you how it looks, the button container. I just copy and paste it here instead of this button container. Then I have prepared 4 menu items for your button container. So it means that everything inside there is SVG and some label. If I just zoom in, you can see like the SVG and the content and the name of the menu icon. And here on the right side, on the code viewer, you can easily check automatically what is inside the YAML. So this will be a very faster way how to get from your design to YAML code. So when I select the wall screen for this container, then will be automatically the screen generated in YAML, and I just put copy to clipboard. And if I just open some Power Apps, then I can easily to paste it to your builder, and you can paste one or multiple screens at once. So just let's wait for the loading. Yeah, and I just put the paste. Okay, maybe something typical wrong. So let me just go copy paste again. Yeah, the Murphy is existing. So yeah, for now it's great. So here it's a little bit black, but as you see here, it's everything was placed in the Power Apps, and now it's great information that I will try to zoom in. Here you have the icons with the label, but for now everything is responsible. As you see, it's automatically responsible for every part of your device. But in this version, still you cannot easily to change the properties because it's still not developed but you can develop you can just change it in the code directly. So if I just for now, as you see here, I have for this bottom container, it's like a flexible height, and normally in Power Apps you can use this fill portion. So it means if I just switch off, then the design is the same like here, the height for that one. For this controls inside the menu, still the same here. If I just select everything inside the button and specify that minimum width is like 90, so then will be totally the same. So therefore, in this version, you have, if you are familiar with the Power Apps, you can directly just change it in this code. You can just modify it as you want. But in the next version, you will see when you select some component, you will see not only just empty properties, but you will see every properties here. Because if I just put some extra properties for this label, I just put the extra properties, so will be automatically recognized in the YAML code and will be included after exporting to Power Apps. But in next version, you will not be able to manually do it, but will be automatically recognized every control what you can see, for example, in the container. So every properties will be automatically put into plugin, and then you can easily like change it. Colors, you will be possible to change this fill portion and anything else. So this is like how the plugin is working. And if you know currently how to design it, you can immediately change it in your code, or you can just apply some small changes here in the builder. Because as I want to say, Figma properties and Power Apps properties are not the same. It's totally different, and not everything could be merged at the same design. So therefore, I'm trying to find as much as possible to doing the exporting the same visualization of all controls. But of course, containers is better if you know how to use containers with the layouts, then it will be much more easy for the exporting importing. But if you do not familiar, then of course you will be a little bit a fight at the beginning how to design it and how to have the same output in Power Apps.
Really, really interesting. So I see one topic. So a lot of companies have a lot of UI UX designers, but a lot of UI UX designers have no idea how it could work with Power Apps. And this is I would say a gap. And if you take a look on LinkedIn, there are so many examples from users. But if I take a look at it, I would say 50% or less or more has a really bad design. Cool solutions, but really bad design. But I think this is the missing point for Canvas apps, because the companies with UI UX designer can say, okay, you know Figma, you can use it, you can build your the app design, and you can handle it out to the I would say Power FX or Power Canvas app Pro, and we go further then. So, but other question, what are the best practices do you think are with the design?
So at the beginning, if you really do not know how to start, so as much as possible, try to use to generate some controls, to generate some icons from that one, because in the import, you can easily like import multiple containers. So if you just submit, you will have like multiple controls for that one. But for the best practices, try to use the standard naming. So not like frame 1, 2, 3, 4 or some txt 1, 2, 3, 4. So just maybe start to really put some sense names for your styles to have really great to split it. What is the top? What is the bottom? What is the content? So this is like a really great practices when you start from the beginning. If you do not know much more detail how to Figma works, I've already prepared some page in Coda where you can see some manuals how to create some controls in Figma step by step. So it's called the Power Apps Cooker, and this cooker will can help you to start with designing in the Figma. But the best practice, naming, and try to put as easy as possible your design. Do not complicate it. Some inner containers under the 15 another container. So try to make it easy as possible.
I think one question to this topic, you can work with templates too. You can say you can start from it.
Yeah. Templates, you mean just preparation of some screens? Yeah.
We use some elements.
Yeah. Maybe I can just share it again. So in this plugin, you can really start to use this template. Like for example, I want to just create some calendar. So the layout will just prepare some screen with already with prefixes for the calendars, for example. So at the beginning, you can really use some templates, what is already prepared, or some use some composed controls, what I have, like, for example, the bar chart. So it means that you can like easily to prepare some styles and just something like puzzle, just put it in your screen and easily to export it if you are starting with the new designs.
Regarding to, for example, header components, or I think nearly the same in every app. With a user, who's the user and logo and the title. And if I want to be a structure, I want to ever be the same structure for all of my apps.
Yeah. You can have some structures. So it means in every time I'm just holding one kind of design, because it's very hard to prepare multiple or totally different designs. It's hard to if you are very familiar with the UX and the UI, then of course you can make every design as you want. But if it's still an issue with your designing, then it's really better to start prepare one kind of the design. But currently, like here, as you see here, I still have something like the top. I have the bottom menu and some content.
Lucas, could you reshare it? I can't see what you're.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
think that's.
Oh, it just went away.
Just a second. So you can see it now.
You give it a second try.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
loading.
Okay. Great.
No.
So you cannot see the screen.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay. Great. Okay, so then as you see here again, I'm just still using the same of kind of designs where is something like top, bottom, and content. This every design is like really the similar. Some naming of the screen, some galleries, some containers, and some bottoms. So this is every time I'm just starting to use, and it's great for the beginning. And if you do not know how to prepare this prefixes, so it's still the same easy for every user, because the plugin has some functionality to generate prefixes. So if I just create a new screen again, so then and create some like labels for that one, doesn't matter. And as you see here, the label does not existing any prefix. So if I just select the screen and generate the prefix, then a prefixes was generated automatically. So this is another help how to start to play with your designs.
So did you say you there? I know in Figma there's the community. Do you have any pages that others can look for inspiration for designs?
Yeah. If I can just show it. So this is, and it's, I've created this Power Apps UI cooker and cooker 2. So when you just open this, you can easily check some, I would say, that great components which you can start to use in your applications. And when you just select something, you can easily see how this will look like in Power Apps and how to what is inside, what is consist of, how to prepare in Power Apps some structure, and the same. The second part is how to design it in Figma. So this just will help you. What is inside? What is you have to create in Figma? What kind of properties you have to set up? What is everything is in detail set here, and you can just check every component from the beginning if you are not familiar with the Figma.
Okay, that's
By the
fantastic.
way, since I'm more of a guy that likes to connect to each other, is there some kind of community help somewhere,
I didn't understand the last
or
sentence
some
because
kind of
you're very.
if there is some kind of community help, community or something that you
Yeah,
can connect and talk to each other?
yeah, exactly. So I've already started, if I can just share it, I've already started the Discord where is design
The
kit,
best tool.
and you can easily put a question, you can put a bug, you can get some ideas how to improve it. So here is also some tip and tricks, show and tell. So everything is in one place, and mostly I have
Awesome.
close to 100 people in this community, so it's starting to be great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
And
you. Thank you.
and I know there's another interesting site named Power Apps Tools, and your snippets are on the site. Could you say something about that or show this? I think this is could be really cool for some of our viewers.
Yeah. The snippets still for the opposite way in the importing. So you can also import the YAML files, or you can just put your snippet. So when I just go back to Power Apps and just check something and just go to view code and see what is inside here and copy code, go back to snippet and paste it, then I can just import the screen, the control, but I'm so blind and cannot find it. Very good. Maybe I just put it somewhere. Maybe I will just copy paste something bigger. So we could maybe copy code the wall screen, clear it, and import. Yeah, now it's better to see. So here one is like you can easily like import the snippets from the Power Apps back to Figma. But of course, if you are using some extra functions, some queries or something, I cannot just import it here because it's very long. Some functions, if, else, or some for eaches. So there, it's not like visible for that one. But I'm just importing the core of your UI from Power Apps to Figma. So if you have some background or some backend already from your I don't know, SharePoints or some another databases included here, this will not be put it in Figma, but only like the UI. If you use the dropdown will be imported with the base properties to the Figma. So this is like a very easy copy paste between the Figma and Power Apps.
Could you show us the theming? I would love to see that. Are you using classic theming or modern theming?
Yeah. So maybe I can just show you how the themes are working. So for example, I have here this style, and I can see that there is 3 controls and some backgrounds. So at first I can redesign it, or I can prepare the own styles. So for example, if I just use my test style and say that the background is this color, text should be white, and submit, then I can apply the style very faster for your selected controls. So if I just then go to editor, just check the code, then will be the color will be automatically applied for that one, and you can just copy to your Power Apps and paste it, and you will have the color here. So, but yeah, it was not overloaded. Sorry. So you can just reload it, copy paste, and yeah, you see this blue one. So this is like it's in the last version. It's really great that you have selected something and you just change it. You can easily reload it without just unselect and select again, but you can easily reload the code again and just copy paste to the Power Apps.
Okay, perfect. What about transitions? I love Figma, playing some transitions. How can we do that?
Yeah, in the last versions, because I do not want to only design, I would like to make the whole project from the beginning to end. So it means that in the Figma, through this plugin, you can create some transitions, some prototypes, and you can just export it to the documentation. So it means that, for example, if I select the screen and just create the transition, that this is the start position and the finance will be the end node. I will just find the finance. The plugin will automatically recognize all screens with this prefix screen. So you do not need to select multiple screens. No, in the last version, it's automatically loaded. And just select the transition. If it will be fade, cover right. And then will be created this transition in the Figma, which you can easily see what's the between. And at the same time, if you want to make it the prototype for between the screens, you can just again create the prototype, select what is the screen, what is the action control. For example, here is the history icon, and target is I need to just click again. It's a finance, it's target, and just submit. Maybe it's nothing visible, but when you just change it to prototype, then the arrow from the historical icon moved to finance and automatically started the flow. So then when I just start the prototype and just open it and just click on the historical, then it's automatically moved to your screen. And
So how can we translate that in Power Apps?
yeah, in Power Apps, this prototype, it's still not connected, but in this transitions, my plan is to include it in your code viewer. That if you just create the transition, then will be automatically created these properties and navigate to. But of course, you would need have imported all screens to Power Apps. So if you just the first step must be to select the screens, because in the code you can easily as you see here, copy paste the multiple screens. So if I just copy that one, then of course will be functional. I hope so. Yeah, maybe some the same naming. So maybe better to use the different naming for that one. Here should be better. Reload, copy, paste, and I hope so everything will be pasted. And okay, so the screens had been created. So as you see here, this is still like not one-to-one because font in Power Apps and font in Figma, font size is totally different. And this is what I'm fighting in every version. You have find the process how to have it the same width and height for the texts. But mostly the icons, some SVG design, or some controllers or some galleries, everything is placed, but only what you need to replace your sample to your real data.
Well, that's really impressive, especially the transitions, themes, and properties carrying over.
Yeah. And in next versions, I will also include this transition as a navigate for that one. So
Actually, this tool is a really a productivity booster, so to say. And I think it closes a lot of gaps, as Marcel already stated before. Quite impressive, I have to say. Nice one.
yeah, and the last thing to just
Cool.
finalize it. Sorry. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, great. So the really last sentence. So if it will make sense
Yeah.
for everybody, that if you just prepared some style, you can easily, like as I said, create also some dependency model for that one. So if I just select the screens and just create the dependency model, so you will able to see what is between the screens. And when I just
Oh.
select again, you can easily like export to PDF, and the PDF will be generated with the detailed style. So you will see your selected screens, you will see the designs, colors, typography, and icons. So
That looks great.
That makes baby Jesus cry. That's very cute. Nice. I think that's quite impressive. Especially we had someone in the past that had hated documentation. I was the guy that stated I like documentation. So you hit a nerve here on my side. So big heart. Thank you. Awesome. So
thank you.
let's move on to my favorite session. Because given the time, let's take some questions. And already Mirko started, because why caring by finishing my sentence? This is a nice question, Louisa. Thank you very much. How has the A cat? Okay.
Is that a fun question?
What? That's the fun question. Who has a cat? I have got a cat. Actually, not in the room. I have 2 cats. Let's move over to... Oh, Kim. Sounds super promising. Really have to give it another try, but have to properly integrate Figma into my Power Apps development routine first. I think that's a nice, well-placed space in between. And I think that's not more of a question, but more of a statement, I assume, right? So, unless you can read out of a question out of this. But, yeah. Sorry, please pay attention. Please note that
not so fast.
Yeah.
But I think I saw ever been 2 kind of people who works on Power Apps. One kind of I would say guys are the who understand the code and the functionality. And the other kind of people are not designer, I would say, artists. And not every Power App creator, developer have both both kinds of persons in it. And that's why I said the good idea is for a designer to start first with a really good and I would say overwhelming design in Figma, and when starting with the Power App development. And that's I think it's a little bit of the changing of work to work here with the design kit. But it's could we really have? I think a coder will be not replaced. I would say a Power expert, but it's a kind of working on two. I would say with two tools and more design. One more design related and more what the other one more. I would say functionality or Power FX or code related.
Yeah, that's correct, because I'm fan of the Power Apps, but I do not like really the designs and what is inside. But when I started to use the Figma, then of course everything starting to be much more easy and much more beautiful for the customers, because customers wants to have a beautiful design, not only some application which will be easy to use. So therefore, it's very important to start thinking from the opposite way. But yeah, the people asking me why should not use some design in Power Apps directly, and I said you can, but if you want to have something beautiful and some wow effect for the customers, you can at the first design something, because you can share it with the customer and customer can comment if the design is fine for the customer. And before the starting to developing with the backend, you will save a lot of time for that one. This is like the main reason to use it. And if will be something included in Power Apps, much more beautiful properties or features, I will be very happy. And the plugin, if Figma something happen in future with Figma, or something will be changed, some new frameworks, it's not an issue, because I can easily the backend move to another web-based framework or something, because I can just move it with this backend.
Exactly. There is a saying, never let a developer do UX stuff and vice versa. If you have a tool that does the translation, it's very good. No, honestly, I've met too many people. Developers are happy if they figure out how to use their application. They are happy that they figured out how to use it. But when you realize that most of the people out there simply want their program to work and to be used in an easy and approachable way, you suddenly open up your program to a much larger audience, giving them the opportunity to get to know what you have developed. So UX is really the key to understand and accept your software. That's the truth here, and many people have discovered this before, but people are still needed to find this out day by day. Cool, let's move over to our next question. Another one from Kim. Are there available properties predefined, or are custom properties from components working too?
Yeah, there are some predefined custom properties in the plugin for the labels, buttons, and I would say it's some drop down or something like that. So, but in next version, you will be able to see all properties or custom properties. So it means that when you just select some node in Figma, then everything will be loaded in the plugin, and you will be able to edit, delete, or just create some custom properties. So like the queries, for example, if what we are using in the Power Apps. So in future will be possible, and in version 4.5, which I plan next year at the beginning.
Cool. So guys, keep on asking because then the development list will continue to grow. Do the components of the UI cooker all work with default power effects, or do code components have to be enabled on the environment? Kim is asking a lot of questions. I like it. Go.
It's currently PowerFX and anything related to components, then it's not included in the plugin. Because when I just saw information that if you import the components and the Power Apps, there is in the properties like deprecated. So I was scared what will happen in the components with Power Apps. So therefore, I'm still waiting because I don't want to put some code development for the components if Microsoft will say it's disabled.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that can happen at any time. It's a minefield. As soon as you see deprecated, just circumvent it for the next 50 miles or something around it. So, okay, great. Does Kim have another question? Because we have some time.
Really?
Okay. This one.
So we're running out of time.
Yes.
I think that's it. So
Yeah,
before
we are out of time. We are over the Grenze.
we're not, just kidding. Lukas, before we wrap, where can people try design kits and how can they connect with you?
Yeah, so if people will go to figma.com, they can just find this plugin, or if they will go to my LinkedIn profile, everything I'm just putting every day about this design kit, so I guess they will find a lot of links there.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, and if you are building modern apps, don't wait. I think this plugin is a game changer, and you must try it.
Yeah, and if I can say, next year
Thank you so
you
much.
will see Power BI for Figma. So Power BI users will be more interested.
Maybe we'll invite you back for Power BI when it releases.
Yeah.
I would say so. Yes, yeah. Welcome back. Just take your seat for the next time.
Yeah, and guiding information, Power
Awesome.
BI for Figma will be fully free. This is like my present for the community. So this will be completely free.
That's very nice of you.
Nice.
So, I think we're coming to the end. I think bets for today. My last part is the next show is, I think, a really amazing show with some amazing guys from Nigeria. Refan Adikanye and Tulu Victor, I think, really good Power Apps designers. And I think we were talking again about responsive designs, and yeah, I think this will be a great show. It's on 18th of September. Yeah, and when we see you all back, I think see you next time.
All right. See you guys.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Jan.
Wonderful vacation.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ahoy, Adrenado. Sketched it in Figma, looking clean and tight. Auto layout, snapping everything just right. Click the import, watch the magic flow. From design to canvas, ready, set, go.
No more copy paste. Do one by tiny pane. Design kit bridges to the maker land.
Props in a roll, team switch on cue. Hit that